Okay, let's proceed to practice problem number 8. Give an example of how the interaction between roots, stems, and leaves ensures the plant's energy supply for growth. So we're given plant organs work together for growth. Required. Give an example. So solution. Roots absorb water or minerals. Stem transport them. And leaves make food. All interact to ensure the plant's energy needs are met. Final answer. The interaction of roots, stems, and leaves provide water, nutrients, and sugars, ensuring continuous growth and energy supply. Number 9. Explain why damage to the phloem in the stem can affect the overall growth of the plant even if the xylem is intact. So we're given stem phloem is damaged. Required. Explain the effect on growth of the plant. So solution. Even if xylem functions, sugar from leaves cannot be transported to roots and growing tissues, starving them of energy. Final answer. Damage to phloem prevents sugar distribution, hindering growth despite water still being transported by xylem. Number 10. In your own words, discuss how the coordinated transport system of plants is similar to the circulatory system of animals. So we're given plants have vascular tissues, animals have circulatory systems. So required, compare them. Solution. Both distribute essential materials. Xylem and phloem move water, minerals, and food, while blood transports oxygen, nutrients, and waste. Both maintain survival. So the final answer. The plant transport system is similar to the animal circulatory system because both distribute vital substances throughout the organism for survival. Number 11. Explain how the cohesion and adhesion properties of water help roots, stems, and leaves interact in the transport of water. So we're given water molecules exhibit cohesion, stick to each other, and adhesion, stick to the xylem wall. Required. Explain how this helps roots, stems, and leaves interact. So solution. Cohesion keeps water molecules together to in a continuous column, while adhesion helps water cling to xylem walls. This allows water absorbed by the roots to move upward through the stems and into leaves without breaking the water column. Final answer. Cohesion and adhesion enable continuous flow from roots to leaves, ensuring efficient transport in the plant system. Number 12. How does the arrangement of xylem and phloem in vascular bundles of the stem support efficient transport of materials? So given xylem and phloem are arranged in vascular bundles. So required, explain how this supports efficient transport. Solution. Xylem, usually toward the inner side, transports water upward, while phloem on the outer side transport food. Their close arrangement ensures coordinated two-way movement of materials. Final answer. The arrangement of xylem and phloem in vascular bundles ensures efficient simultaneous transport of water, minerals, and food throughout the plant. Number 13. Describe what would happen to a plant if its leaves were removed. How would this affect the interaction of plant organs in transport? Given leaves are the site of photosynthesis and transpiration. So required, describe what happens if leaves are removed. So solution, without leaves, photosynthesis cannot occur. So no sugars are produced. Transpiration also stops, reducing water movement from the roots. This disrupt These disrupt organ interaction. Final answer. Removing leaves halts food production and weakens water transport, disrupting the coordination of plant organs. Practice problem number 14. Why is it important that both the roots and leaves remain functional for continuous water and nutrient regulation in the plant? So, given roots absorb water or minerals, leaves make food. Required, explain why both must remain functional. So solution, roots supply water or minerals for photosynthesis, while leaves supply sugars for growth. If either fails, transport and survival are disrupted. Final answer. Both roots and leaves must function because roots provide raw materials and leaves provide food. Together, they maintain circulation and plant survival. Number 15. Trace the movement of glucose produced in the leaves to the root tips, which plant tissues are involved in the process. So given Leaves produce glucose by photosynthesis required. Trace movement to roots. So solution. Glucose is converted into sucrose, loaded into phloem, sieves tubes, and transported via translocation to roots and growing tips. Final answer. Sugars produced in leaves move through the phloem down the stem into root tips, supplying energy for growth and storage. Number 16. How does the process of capillary action in xylem vessels depend on the interaction of different plant organs? So we're given water rises in thin tubes due to adhesion and cohesion. Required. Explain how it depends on plant organs. So solution, capillary action occurs in xylem vessels with stems. Roots supply water, stems provide vessels, and leaves maintain transpirational fluid, all working together. Final answer. Capillary action in xylem supported by roots, root disabsorption, and leaf transpiration helps transport water throughout the plants. Practice problem number 17. In a tall tree, explain how the combined functions of roots, stems, and leaves allow water to reach the uppermost leaves. So we're given trees are very tall. Water must reach high leaves. Required. Explain how root, stem, and leaf functions allow this. So solution. Roots absorb water. Stems contain continuous xylem vessels that carry it upward, and leaves create transpiration pool that draws water to the highest position. So the final answer, in tall trees, roots, stems, and leaves work together through xylem and transpiration pool to lift water to the uppermost leaves. Practice problem number 18. Give an example of how environmental stress, such as drought, disrupts the interaction of plant organs in the transport system. So we're given drought reduces soil water required. Explain how it disrupts organ interaction. So solution. Roots cannot absorb enough water. Stems have reduced xylem flow, and leaves close stomata, limiting transpiration and photosynthesis. Final answer. Drought disrupts transport by limiting root absorption, reducing xylem flow, and restricting leaf function, which weakens the entire plant system. We will have the next part of our Quarter 3 Biology Lesson 4.